Hello, I'm Carrie Costellani, Modesto High School's International Baccalaureate Coordinator. Welcome to the Modesto High IB Test Registration Information Meeting for the 2021-22 school year. We will be covering the registration and payment information for this year's IB assessments. To begin, we anticipate that there will again be in-person exams. Our students did very well on last year's live exams, and we fully anticipate that they will do equally well this year. IB did adjust some of the requirements for last year's exams because of the limitations of online instruction. Most of those adjustments remain in place this year. Modesto City Schools has allocated funds to pay for the IB exams again this year. Please be aware that the deadlines are still in place. Late registrations, late changes, and/or cancellations will result in fees to parents and students. Take the time to carefully listen to the next segment of this video. It will answer many of your questions. Following that segment, Cindy Hutchins, the IB secretary, will explain where and when the forms should be submitted. At 6:30 this evening, September 29th, there will be a live question and answer session. Please see the link to the meeting and instructions to access the live translation on the MHS IB website where you found the link to this video. In addition, you may always email me or Cindy to ask any questions. In order to understand what exams you should sign up for, I'm going to briefly address the overall philosophy of IB so that we can understand for all students who are taking exams, whether they are full diploma candidate seniors, juniors who are anticipating becoming full diploma candidates next year as seniors, or any junior or senior who is taking one or more exams as a certificate candidate, what exams to take. This is what we call the IB Bullseye. The graphic shows the student in the center. IB always has the student as the center. The student is surrounded by the subjects taught and tested in IB. Closest to the student are theory of knowledge, the extended essay, and CAS, creativity, activity, and service, which IB considers central to the diploma program. Seniors who are full diploma candidates are responsible for all these things. When signing up for the exams, we will ask that students indicate if they are a full diploma candidate and that full diploma candidates indicate that they are testing in theory of knowledge and identify the subject of the extended essay. The subjects around those areas are language acquisition, which at MHS includes Spanish and French, studies in language and literature, which is their English literature class, individuals and societies, which is their history class, mathematics, which includes math A&A and A&I, and the sciences, which include biology, physics, sports exercise science, and chemistry. To be a full diploma candidate, students must test in each of these subjects. In addition, students must test in an IB elective, which can be from any of those subjects, areas, or the arts. The subjects available in the arts are visual arts or theater. Other electives include psychology, ITGS, and computer science. Full diploma candidates must test in a total of 6 subjects spread throughout those categories. So to recap, full diploma candidates must test in 6 subject area exams by their senior year and complete the extended essay, CAS, and theory of knowledge. This slide gives more details about the full diploma requirements I would like to quickly address. As it says on this slide, in order to be eligible for the IB diploma, students must take 1 exam in each of the 5 subject groups, plus 1 elective exam. 3 of the exams must be in higher level subjects. The other 3 exams are standard level exams. Students can choose to test in 4 higher level subjects and 2 standard level subjects. But this is an exception, and the student should talk to me directly if they are considering this. We have made the selection of HL courses a little easier because at MHS, history and English are only available in higher levels, so all the full diploma candidates take higher level English and history. This is in part because California students are required to take 4 years each of those subjects. so the material for the higher level exam is covered. In addition, our students do well on those exams. Diploma candidates must choose one other higher level course. This list of courses shows which courses are available in higher level and standard levels. Students must be currently enrolled in the appropriate class in order to take the subject exam. In order to achieve the full diploma, students must achieve a total of 24 points, which would be an average of 4 points per exam. To put the scores required to achieve the full IB diploma in perspective, the exams are on a 7-point scale, with a 4 considered passing. At least 12 of those points must be from their higher level courses. Students who are course candidates rather than full diploma candidates should consider a 4 a passing score. Because IB recognizes that all students have strengths and weaknesses, students can get lower than a 4 on one or more subjects and still achieve the IB diploma, as long as they make up the points on other exams, and at least 12 of the total points are from higher level exams. Students can also achieve bonus points from their performance on extended essay and TOK assessments. Full diploma candidates must also successfully complete their extended essay by January 14th for non-experimental subjects and by February 4th for experimental subjects like biology and chemistry, successfully complete TOK, and complete all CAS requirements by April 22nd. In this segment, we're going to look at the forms necessary in order to register for the exams. I have set up a few sample students for you to look at when filling out your forms. All samples include the registration worksheet and the IB scale of fees, both of which are due by October 15th at the very latest. We would appreciate the forms early if at all possible. This sample is for a student named Isabel Allende, who is a senior full diploma candidate who did not take any exams her junior year. Isabel gave us her ID number and her phone number. Please make sure we have the best number to reach you with any questions. Please notice that Isabel's date of birth is given in the European style, with the day, then the month, then the year, because that's how we have to enter it into the IB system. The form also asks for citizenship. Isabel's first citizenship is in Argentina. She also currently holds a U.S. citizen, so she wrote both of those down. Citizenship is required for IB records. They do need that information and the languages spoken. First language would be the first language you spoke with at home. The second language would be the second language spoken. This is not referring to or addressing the language acquisition class you are testing in for IB, although that might be the same as your first or second language spoken. Isabel's first language is Spanish. Her second language is English. Please leave the fee waiver portion of the form blank this year. This year, the district is covering the cost of all exams that are registered for on time. Please mark whether or not you are fluent in English. All of this is information IB requires that we gather. Now we can look at the exams for which Isabel is registering. If you are a full diploma IB candidate, we would like you to mark D in the appropriate spaces. If you're unsure of whether you should select an SL or an HL course in a subject, or the name of your course, please ask the teacher of the course, whichever class you're taking. We've labeled the math classes, which are usually the most problematic, with the names of the teachers who teach them. Isabel is testing in the following courses: HL English, HL Spanish, HL History of the Americas, SL Sports Exercise and Health Science, SL Math A&A with Ms. Bass, SL Visual Arts, Theory of Knowledge, and is completing her extended essay. Isabel's subject area for her extended essay is English literature, which is called Language A. That is what she has written on the blank. The student should write whichever subject he or she is writing the extended essay in on that blank. There's a list at the bottom of available topics. This slide covers the IB scale of fees for the 2022 exams. We are thrilled that the district is paying for the exams this year, but do want parents and students to be aware that the district is paying the fees. The exams are not free. The IB doesn't refund test fees after the cancellation date. There are fees for late registration, cancellation, and for changing the exams taken after the initial deadline. Those fees are listed on the IB scale of fees form and are the responsibility of the student and parent. So please make sure you make your selections carefully and in a timely manner so that there are no fee charges. In addition, if a student does not complete a part of the subject area exam, either the internal assessment or the end of the year exam, the student and parent will be responsible for those exam fees. Please use the registration worksheet, the last slide, to complete the IB scale of fees form. Isabel has written her name, her grade, and her ID number at the top of the form, as she should. As you can see, Isabel has filled in all 6 exam titles over here. Do not worry about filling in TOK or EE unless you're not a full diploma candidate and are testing in TOK, which happens occasionally. If you are a diploma candidate, we will register you for TOK and for the correct subject of your extended essay based on your test registration form. Please also complete the back of the form with the student's signature, parent or guardian signature, and the date. That's over here. This acknowledges that you are taking the exams, you recognize that the district will be paying for the exams, and that you're responsible for any changes or cancellation fees. The next sample we have is a full diploma senior named William Golding, who did take one exam his junior year. Because William took IBSL Spanish last year, he wrote that on the appropriate line on the top section of the form. You can see that William has indicated which 5 courses he will be taking on the form and has filled in the blank next to his extended essay with the subject of history. William used the registration worksheet to appropriately complete his corresponding IB scale of fees. He hasn't signed it yet. We need him to do that. Our third example is Harper Lee, who is a full diploma junior. Harper is taking her IBSL Math A&A exam this year. Since Harper is currently a full diploma student as a junior, she marked A for anticipated on the blank on the form. This form is similar to a certificate candidate, often called partial, who is either a junior or senior and is taking one or more individual exams. Course candidates would mark C's rather than A's on the exams they are registering to take rather than an A or a D. They'd mark C. Since Harper is only taking one exam, her IB scale of fees form should be completed with the single course. And the back of the form should be signed by the student and the parent prior to the submission before the 15th of October. To bring us back to the overview of the diploma requirements, this is the list of courses in which the IB student can test, along with the requirements to receive an IB diploma. Please be aware that chemistry isn't listed on the form because it's not offered this year, but many students tested in chemistry last year and it will be offered again next year. We alternate chemistry and physics. If you have questions about any of this, please do feel free to email me or Cindy or to call the office. Students are also welcome to email me for appointments to go over their testing plans. The final slide has some information about college credits that may be available through the IB exams. Please be aware that the credits given vary from college to college. It's important to look at the individual college websites to see what credit your college of interest offers. I do want to take this opportunity to reiterate what I often tell students. It's awesome that you can get extra credits from IB courses, but the most valuable part of IB is the preparation it gives students for college. A large part of that preparation comes from doing the IB assessments connected with the courses. In my 23 years experience teaching in the IB program, I consistently hear from graduates about the degree to which they feel prepared for college because of their experience in the IB program. Preparing for the exams and completing the internal assessments is a huge part of that preparation. We are very grateful that Modesto City Schools has decided to pay for the exams for students again this year and hope that students will take advantage of this opportunity to prepare for their future. Up next is our IB Secretary, Cindy Hutchins, to tell you where and when to submit the exam registration forms.
Hello everybody, I'm Cindy Hutchings and I'm the IB Secretary. I am located in the main office of the main building, so when you come in the entrance, just turn to the right and I'm in the office right there first thing. I am going to be going over just really quickly the forms and reiterating what Mrs. Castellani explained to you. District is paying for the exams this year again, so we're happy for that. However, we do need you to fill out the forms so that we can get you registered. If we don't have the forms, we can't get you registered for the exams. So she already went over these, but I'm just going to show you one more time the IB scale of fees, front and back. Ignore the amount of money. I will fill that in so that we could track for the district office. Just make sure that you fill it out completely and sign it in the back. This is the worksheet that gives us your personal information and again shows us what tests that you are going to be registering for. So without this information, I will not be able to register students for their exams. So please make sure you get them completed, turned in to me no later than October 15th. And that's a Friday. If you can get them to me prior to that, that would be great. And I would really appreciate that so that not everybody is coming on the 15th on that Friday. As far as, let's see, the money goes, the district is paying, but I'm just going to reiterate one more thing that Mrs. Castellani told you. If your student does not sit the test, then you will have to pay that money back to the district because they are paying all of this money up front. So they are giving us this gift. I mean, it's pretty huge. So the only thing your student needs to do is make sure that they sit the test. Otherwise, you will have to pay back the district the entire amount. Okay, and then watch the deadlines on the forms because there are extra fees. If you register late, those fees are on you. That's not on the district. If you have any questions at all, you can contact myself or Mrs. Castellani, and our contact information will be online. Looking forward to another great year, and thank you very much.
Again, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I encourage you to come to the live question and answer session at 6:30 this evening. The link for the meeting is posted on the MHS IB website. The forms are also available on the website. Hard copies are available from the IB English teachers and in the front office. Feel free to call Cindy or to email either of us with questions. Thank you for your time and for the dedication you show to your education and future by participating in this program. Have a good night.